Get in. Okay, we have something. Beg pardon, sorry.
burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall. Fear I've weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it in a sense, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Hey. Oh, is that light working? All right. How's it going? Quiet start. We're live on the dot today. No delay, no hesitation. Perfectly on time. Okie dokie. Let's have some coffee and see if anyone trickles in. Right, there you go. Send that out. Hey, good morning. Welcome in. It sounds, actually that reminds me. I'm going to send this to someone. Copy link. Loads to catch up on. So, Not entirely sure, but I think possibly just from banking. Fair. Yeah, I need to do accounts today. But I hear that digital ID's been thwarted. I haven't checked it yet. But I heard. Just double check. Let me finish watching this video. There you go. Sorry, chat. Messages to deal with. Okay. Well, hopefully that goes well. I've got a mate, a high school mate, who's ended up in jail over a false accusation. By someone who's a renowned, historic false accuser, known by the police as someone who falsely accuses. And he got my mate locked up. My old high school mate who I haven't spoken to in years, to be fair, but got him locked up. And then he ended up, like, disappearing. I think he, like, may have topped himself or something. And so this false accuser's like disappeared and it means it just like left my mate in jail. And apparently he's getting his appeal heard today. So that's an interesting one for the morning. My brother's worried that they're talking about adding folic acid to all the grain or all the wheat or something in the UK. So he sent me a couple of petitions to sign for that. Okay. Oh, fuck. Off target massively. It's fine. I need that water for this piece of paper anyway. Bah. I never noticed that before, but this track's got a little bit of the Dog of Wisdom in it. I might have a little cigarette in a moment. I haven't had one yet today. Oh dear. We'll see. His teeth marked out. It's an awkward one, that is. Okay. Okay. going to annoy me, my brush being in there. This mixing brush for airbrush and get out of there. Need to do the pink and purple on both of these because we're at like the middle to lowest value all across it at the moment, and I need to bring the value on it up loads. Yeah, there's a lady called Silky Carlo who's been in one of these consultations by MPs, and she's basically been like saying that it's just not going to fucking work, and people aren't going to take it, and people don't want to be in it. It's been killed by people's... Like, the idea of it even going through is so anathema to most British people at this point, just simply because they hate Keir Starmer and how shit a leader he's been. That, like, it's not going to pass, and it's just not going to fucking work if they make it go through. I don't know if it's actually been thwarted yet, but it's good that she's actually getting heard by members of Parliament. Even though I don't trust a single fucking one of those members of Parliament as far as I can throw them. It's nice to see people who have been fighting that shit for 10 years actually getting listened to by the government. Hopefully, Tony and all of his ilk who think that shit's a good idea can all go to fucking hell and it doesn't work out for them. Because let's face it, digital ID won't work on Tony and other such people. They'll be exempt from that shit. And all of his mates, all of his technocratic mates. It would just be used as a way to control the general populace by awful people. So it does have to be... it does have to be stopped. It's not the first I've heard of the idea that it's not going to go through. A lot of people I've spoken to are like, nah, it ain't going to work. They ain't going to be able to do it. But until I actually see it being thwarted and it actually being put to bed again. And frankly, like, honestly, why is it that Tony Blair is still able to, like, roam the world and not be tried for his crimes? I don't understand. It all seems to be, like, his idea. So... Why has he not been brought to justice, is what I'm saying. Why has justice seem to just ignore people like Tony Blair? Weird. Anyway, there's a lot that's been going on recently that's kind of very interesting to watch unfold and unravel. I welcome the coming change. Just using, this is Reaper's Gold shadow colour, which I quite like as a sort of base for teeth and bones. You think it all really does make you think. The whole everything that's going on is definitely something that activates the almonds, and I think that's why it's all rather encouraging, because you kind of got to be sleepwalking completely at this point, or part of the regime, to sort of like support certain ideas, and it's very revealing, because basically you've got like people who are desperately trying to hold on to positions which are untenable, and it's very showing, and it doesn't look good on them. I mean, I've seen like part of an interview this morning between Candace Owens and CNN, and they've got like some up-talking, vocal fry, horrible woman interviewing Candace Owens, basically accusing Candace Owens, a black woman, of that a CNN anchor, like interviewer, girl with vocal fry who uptalks, accusing Candace Owens of repeating like white supremacist rhetoric. And it's like, hold on, did you write down these questions before you decided that you were going to sit down and ask Candace Owens them? Because, like, did you notice that she's black? Like, I know it's a lot of grifters and it's all a lot of bollocks, right? But at the same time, it's like, really, wow, okay. She really has. Yeah, she really has. Yeah. For sure. For a long time, I've not been a fan of Candace Owens, and I'm not saying I am because of all of the shit that she's saying right now at all. I'm just saying that, like, it's just such a mad backwards world when you can have a CNN anchor say something like that to someone like that. It's just like, what are you doing? Are you like deliberately taking the L? Like, because it could be that as well, right? It could be that, like, CNN's deliberately taking the loss in order to promote Candace as well. I always, like, you got to think about these things as four-dimensional chess, because we live in a kind of in four dimensions, not just the three. Okay, what some news anchor says compared to the damage Candace has done. What damage has she done? Because I don't follow her, right? I don't follow her. This has just come up on my feed. And I've sort of caught a little glimpse of it. And it's like, this doesn't look good on CNN. Like, this makes Candace look good. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, CNN are making Candace look good. And it's probably very deliberate. Which is mad, because they would, like, propose that they are against the kinds of things that she's saying. But they've promoted her. Like... No, I mean, I don't know. You'd have to tell me. I don't know what damage she's done. I told my brother to stop watching it quite a long time ago because of certain things she was saying. I was like, she's not to be trusted. But I don't really remember what those things were because it was a long time ago. And again, I was only sort of tangentially aware of those things through other people who were like, watch out because that's some dodgy shit. But I don't know. I don't know what damage it is she's done. Great replacement and anti-LGBT mostly. Right, okay. And those are all things, just to be clear, just so I know, because I don't know whether or not this is the case or not, but the JQ, the Great Replacement and anti-LGBT stuff, right, is that all not valid, or is it valid? Like, I haven't really looked greatly into all of those things. Like, I've had my own experience of LGBT, and I try and encourage people not to, like, go and have surgery for ideological things that they've been convinced of. Because I was once far down that road, and I'm glad that I didn't make the terrible mistake of having surgery for something that I had been ultimately kind of like gaslit into believing by people who didn't love me. So that's my experience of the LGBT thing, where it's like, yeah, people are going and getting like surgery for things they shouldn't be going and getting surgery for. They're convinced they're in the wrong body. That's not healthy. It's just fundamentally untrue as far as my own position on the way reality works and life works. You're meant to live in the body that you were born into, in my opinion. And any sort of ideology that kind of teaches you that, like, you can change that is just fundamentally untrue and damaging and dangerous. So, that's where I am with that particular issue. As for the JQ and as for the Great Replacement, I consider myself an observer to what people say at those things, and I have no real conclusions on those topics of my own, unlike LGBT, which I am. I guess I would fall into the anti-LGBT crowd because of the fact that I think it's very dangerous and damaging to people who are very impressionable, and having had my own personal experience of that as well, having had gender dysphoria myself, you know, it puts me in a pretty safe position to make commentary on that particular subject. The other subjects I would say are being talked about at such great length at this point by so many people that it probably won't be long that those things enter common parlance and are discussed in greater detail openly, publicly. And therefore, it's important for people to understand the truth behind those two things, and if it is something that is, a complete fabrication and falsehood, or if there is some value and truth to the study and understanding of it. No morals, no backbone, and no soul. 90 not valid, 10 valid in terms of points. What are we talking about? Points? Points for what? These conspiracies have the facade of something believable, but come to a conclusion for the wrong reasons. A good example is the JQ. Okay, so the thing is that, right, you've got, like, I'm somewhat aware of the JQ, right? But, like, the issue with the JQ is that it's getting mixed up with Israel, Netanyahu, and horrific acts of inhuman barbarity. Right, so that's obviously something that's kind of mixing up, getting that thing confused, right? Like, it's like you got loads of people who are rightly and fairly upset at Israel, but then you've also got people who are like, you know, JQ, Zog, you know, all that kind of shit, right? So it's like, one thing is fair and justified, and it is affecting people's perceptions on the other two things. Right? Have you considered that it had parallels to autism and ADHD, that being there is an increase in viable diagnosis and an increase in nonsense diagnosis? Has parallels to autism and ADHD. There is an increase in viable diagnosis and an increase in nonsense diagnosis. I don't think that. I honestly think that, like, most of that stuff, when it comes to the LGBT stuff, right, is environmental effects from poisons, effectively in people's environments. To a degree, is a big part for why people can get themselves convinced that they are set up in a different way mentally to the way they are actually physically comprised. So I think it's sort of like a little bit of environmental factors that cause people to literally have like hormone imbalances that convince them of nonsense, right? There's a incredibly rare instance of an actual person who really does have their brain wired up in the way that is opposite to their presentation. In that instance, I think the answer to go through surgery is just totally fucked up and wrong. There are other routes. And I think that, yeah, I'm sure that there are parallels to autism and ADHD. As someone who's autistic and ADHD, it's likely that there is a part of my own self-diagnosis back when I had that issue that was connected to that. But it was probably also connected to my own... in fact, I'm certain, ultimately, because of the way that, like, certain things I was eating back then that I've managed to cut out, and certain things I am eating more of now. It's, you know, there's a lot of hormonal imbalance ultimately that caused my own self-perception change. So I'm sure there are parallels, but like to ignore the environmental kind of like poison aspect of it, the fact that like, you know, there's just so many vectors where we're being attacked through our food, through our water, through X, Y, Z, whatever, that like it would be hard to pick apart. But what is important to come back to is first principles. Just like with painting, when it comes to the LGBT thing, for me, it's coming back to first principles, which is that you were born in the body you were meant to live your life in, and you're meant to go through whatever suffering that you're meant to go through in order to learn how to be a better human being and how better to be yourself. And anybody who tries to convince anybody that like it's something else it's just this sort of like space communist utopia fucking madness that isn't happening right now, that we're not at. Like, we're not, like, when people can be completely changed through mad gene therapy that doesn't kill them or something in the future, and maybe we have better understanding of the human brain and stuff, you know, like, then maybe, but at the moment it's just fucked. It's just causing a lot of pain and a lot of suffering for a lot of people, making a lot of people in the medical industry a lot of money for no good reason. We've seen that before. That is the Zionism docket, not the trench. I'm going down the Austrian painter variant. Right. Not in that category, I don't think I convince you, but I would implore you to speak to a few of those LGBT members in the likes of Mike's Museum. Dude, I've listened to them, dude. I've been through my own journey on that stuff, and I have my opinion, and there's no changing my opinion on that. Like, you think depressed people should go through with the end point? Again, like, you're ignoring a bunch of stuff I've said, right? Like, a lot of people are probably depressed for a whole range of reasons. One of them might well be, and is likely going to be, the fact that they have hormonal imbalances because of poison in the food supply, poison in the water supply. You know, you gotta refer, like I say, you gotta return to sort of first principles on stuff like this. Yeah, which most people fit to. If like people who are depressed, when they start exercising, when they cut out bullshit from their diet, they stop being depressed. As someone who's had depression, that's what happens. Like, the circumstance and the chemical model can be fixed. Those are both things which can be addressed. As someone who's been depressed, who's had gender dysphoria, I've had extreme depression. I've been there. I haven't had it for a long time, and I don't think I'll ever return to that point. You know, I'm happy with and excited by the continuance of life, regardless of where it takes me. And I'm very comfortable in my own body when I used to literally consider surgery, you know? Like, I've been on that. I've been there. I've managed to draw myself completely back to what I would consider a normal state of mind. And a lot of that is through working out, eating well, and that's it. That's all it took, was just working out and eating well. I don't know, man. Like, if people want to go down that route, then they're probably far too gone for me to help them. And some depression that can't be cured, as well as a fundamental chemical imbalance in the brain forever. Those people born with it should suffer or take measures to combat it. Okay, but like, my issue with that is, right, is my issue with that fundamentally is, where has that chemical imbalance come from? Like, I'd have to have an example of that. I'm not aware of that to be the case. Like, I'm not aware of those instances. As far as I'm aware, that, yeah, if it is a minority, it's a vanishingly small minority that, like, okay, go take medication to fix it, whatever. We're not really talking about that tiny, infinitesimally small minority, because most people will be fixed through with the things that I've described. And that is just that's the reality of it. Yeah, fair. Yeah, I'm definitely down to listen. I'm down to be, to hear rational arguments on this stuff. But, I've got people who've been part of my community for a long time who have heard me sort of explain this, and they are still going through their own journey with that sort of stuff. And I don't really hear from them that often anymore. And to be honest, if they're insistent on taking that journey the way that they want to take it, then it is best that we see less of each other, that person and me, because it's deeply upsetting to me, and my views are ultimately deeply upsetting to them. I don't wish them any ill will. I don't wish them any harm. I hope that whatever happens, that they sort of become their best self. But I think what the thing is, right, is that what we have seen with all of this sort of stuff is generally it doesn't really lead to the kind of solutions that people think it's going to lead to. And most of the time it sort of either exacerbates the problem or accentuates it, kind of thing, in terms of giving people more problems to deal with. And it's and you're literally if you go through the surgery, there is no road back after that as well. So my position with that is just to try to, if I ever get the opportunity with people, to tell them about my own experience, and in the hope that I might reduce their chances that they're going to end up under a knife. Because I think that is where you don't get to ever, there is no return. And that's when you get people actually taking hard to say on YouTube, you'd probably get in trouble. I won't say it, but going to that end point, I don't know if unaliving works anymore, but that's really when unaliving happens in that instance, is when people have gone through surgery and there's no road back. That's usually when you stop hearing from people, and, you know, gets me upset saying it, but that's the reality. I've known people, should I say, who have been through that, and now they're no longer with us. And I think that's probably the more common. And for people, look, there's literally people in the world who want to reduce the surplus population, right? For them, they think they probably love that. I'm not one of those people. So, yeah, enjoy it. I hope it goes quickly and interesting, quickly and easily. Yeah, after a decade or so, they're not. Most people who have been through that just aren't with us. It depends on which you're going from. If you go from male to female, then no one lasts 10 years, as far as I'm aware. Not without constant medical care. I think it's not so bad going the other way. But, don't quote me. So, yeah, I mean, like, I think that stuff should be questioned honestly and openly, and not with like some sort of mad agenda or anything. Just literally that I'm, you know, I say it from my own personal experience and concern for others, that like there's a kind of ideology that has been made the acceptable ideology, and ultimately, like, it should be questioned regardless, really, of the status it's accumulated through media or whatever. We move. You have to do work, paperwork. Yeah, fair. Yeah, I mean, like, I only take these positions just literally out of concern, like, and out of my own past experience. There's no agenda behind me holding them. I don't hold any of my opinions in order to upset anyone. And I would not present any ideas that didn't really fit in with my own thinking, really. I'm just don't have time for and energy for that kind of fucking bullshit, backhanded, you know, kind of secretive, alternate agenda bullshit. I'm sure that is present in loads of people on the internet, but tiny little teeth inside of that tiny little mouth hole. It's straight up out of Star Wars, isn't it? Really, this design. I might as well be paying. What do they call them? Morlac or something? Yeah, it's just interesting anyway. It's not really a surprise to sort of see someone like that on CNN, and it doesn't really surprise me, the idea that they're actually kind of wittingly or unwittingly promoting her ideas, and I have been conscious of her as like an agent ultimately. So and have been sort of like rightly warned to you know, be conscious of that. Mix in a little bit of non-metallic metal gold from Reaper with some ivory by AK. It's too much, isn't it? I've gone too far one direction, I think. Yeah, we'll have to. Let's roll back a little bit. Too far. Hey, Rao, how's it going? That's no moon. How's it going, dude? Welcome in. Yeah, we got like very serious topics of conversation at the beginning of the stream today, but it's only because I've been watching YouTube nonsense and letting it affect my brain. What are you up to, my dude? What is your day doing? How is it looking for you? What are you up to, my dude? Porridge? Yeah, boy. I better get something similar on the go in the not too distant future, to be fair. That's a nice little transition that we've got there on those top ones. Man, that sounds like such a good idea. God damn it. I wish I had porridge right now. I might be tempted. You know what I haven't had though, and I'm going to go and put a quarter of a nicotine patch on. Let's go and do that before I actually have a cigarette, because I'd like to avoid having a cigarette. If that's all right. Oh, nice. Nice. I'm out of fruit, actually. Now you mentioned that too. I'm out of fruit. That's no good. I do have nuts, and I do have banana flakes. And some seeds. Give me some hope. Hoi! I lurk all over. Enjoy the lurk. I got cables that are loose and at risk of being disconnected by my wandering feet, and should be inside there to prevent a little bit of that. There you go. Sorry about the movement there. Yeah, I ended up talking about a bunch of different serious questions that the internet seems to basically constantly be talking about those sorts of things at the moment, and I feel like one way or another those topics do have to be, as distasteful by many that those topics are, they are going to have to be sort of like, I don't know, openly discussed in public or something. I know that there's some maybe groups of people who find the very conversation distasteful to the point at which it shouldn't be had or whatever, but like I feel like that's going to have to happen. Okay. So this is the scissors thing. What's your plan for the day, Ral? Other than porridge. Anything good? Oh shit. Sorry about that. But it is a painting stream. So it doesn't need to be about those things, you know, ultimately. Right, well. Little nicotine patch stopped me from craving. Hopefully. Nicotine addiction. There you go. Actually, warm enough to not wear the shirt for a little bit. That's a nice looking day outside today. Just give us a mo. I'll be right back.
stole my heart of gold after my silver soul. Can you dig any deeper now? I gave you all I own, put you on this golden throne, but I'm a little stronger now. You cashed in on my promises, you know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out, 'cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now, a little stronger now.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. We'll wait. That as well. All right. All right. References up. Cool. YouTube views are down by 70%. Apparently. Oh, that's the wrong thing I want to mix in there. Okay. What? Yes, this is more of a mix. We're obviously a little bit more towards the ivory side. Still the mix of Reaper's non-metallic gold and AK's ivory. See why it's a cracking daily live stream? What do you mean? What did I say that caused you to say that? Oh, the reduction in views. This isn't just my... I'm talking about in general across the platform. From, right, yeah. Not talking about here. Views over the week, for the first week, have been incredibly consistent. And it is thanks to all of you guys turning up. You guys are amazing for turning up. Thank you so much. Mark, Rao, Athenian, everyone else. Usually Banana turns up. Usually we've got, Nogal Matt turns up. Totally's turned up. All of you lot. Every single one of those names I've just mentioned, you're all amazing for turning up all week here on YouTube. I really appreciate that. But, I mean, across the platform, apparently, views are down. Now, I think what's being explained to me in a sort of video that I've got in my ear that I'm half listening to on that topic of the views being down is it's more that content consumption is super divided right now. So you have people who like are looking for a certain type of content. If they can't find it, then they don't click on other stuff. I think effectively is what these guys are saying and talking about. So, but good questioning, because yeah, I wasn't talking about this stream. This stream is for the week, been incredibly consistent, which has been amazing. What would be nice is if we had some subscriptions come in from it, if we had, you know, a notification going off once a stream. But, failing that, all of my regulars turning up is great. For now. But obviously, aim is to increase numbers, right? So, speaking of which, I should have posted elsewhere today, but it has been a good start to it all. It's not, I've not ramped everything up as much as I wanted to this week, but it is a huge improvement from the week before and the week before that. So, but yeah, no, just across the platform, and apparently it's because people are just very divided on what they want to watch at the moment. We need to stay super close, don't we, for you guys to actually get things in focus. What is your day looking like, dude? What are you up to for today? But it could also be the dead internet theory, because I think that like there's been a lot of work to get rid of bots on all of the different sites. There's a part of me that wonders whether or not it's going to end up being the dead internet theory a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, so apparently the shorts at the moment on YouTube have surpassed the viewership on TikTok for TikToks, which doesn't really surprise me that the biggest platform would adopt, you know, the kind of video style and technique from a smaller platform and it end up kind of drowning it out. That sounds like that's probably happened. So I'll talk about the Steam Machine at the moment. A lot of people saying how some people got a bit overexcited and that it's not going to be as good as some people are talking about as well. That's another interesting sort of topic of conversation at the moment. Soon comes the workshop, now waiting on my new toy. Fair. Is that due to arrive today? Damn, that happened quickly. I was going to ask how the new streaming schedule's gone through this week and if you would change times, etc. I'm certainly open to times changing. We're not like hard locked into these times as a schedule permanently forever. They are experimental, but I think for now it's good because I've had improvement over the week from going, you know, kind of struggling to even figure out exactly how the best way to go live on YouTube was in terms of connecting to the account through OBS, to being able to do it within 2 minutes. It takes me 2 minutes now to switch from YouTube to Twitch and vice versa, which is a big improvement. Oh, is that already set in? Like I say, the regular viewers here on YouTube and on Twitch have been really consistent. There's been no real drop on either, which has been nice. Okay, I got rid of the worst of it. What I need to do is really just start like folding the other things that I said I would do, which we have done a couple of times, but we haven't had a successful ramping up of Instagram this week. Like, I have ramped it up, but it's not been like a smooth ramp. It's been a kind of like things happening kind of thing, and it's not even really gone up that much. I think the reality is live streaming the mini painting is super convenient because I just get to get some painting done. And really, like, unless we get really big on YouTube on one of our channels, like, that is my main income, is like painting miniatures, really, and Twitch. So it's about maintaining those two things and still doing all the other things which will lead to bigger growth on the platforms that we're on, and being able to like monetize on YouTube and stuff like that, which would be big. I think it's good for now. What I would like is I would like your guys' feedback. You know? I would like to know, you know, what would or would not maybe work better for you guys. So maybe a poll would be a good idea. I want to have you have a bit of a better... I want to be a bit further away, but also still be good as close as we were. Is that good? Yeah, that's fine. That's better. We've got a much wider range. So no, I would definitely like to know what other people think. Of the schedule. But so far, it's worked. It's worked as well as I would have expected it to work. There's a part of me that thinks that either an earlier start on YouTube or a later start would be useful, so that I have a little bit of a wider window in the midday. But really, I think what I need to do is just get up earlier every day and go to bed earlier, and then And, you know, and then I could get up at, you know, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, which was the plan today. But I guess my body was like, nah, hibernation, bro. This is a real call. I went to bed at like, I don't know, 10:30, a little while after raiding out. It's very early for me. Didn't set an alarm, thinking, well, if I go to bed at 10:30, I'll wake up fresh as a daisy at like 7. You know? But I woke up in the middle of the night because I'd forgotten to turn my air compressor off. So my air compressor woke me up around 2 o'clock in the morning. And it took me not too long, it took me a little moment to get back to bed. And in fact, in the end, I ended up waking up at fucking 9:20, and I was like, what the fuck? Really pissed off, not really pissed off, a little pissed off about it. Because it's like, went to fucking bed at 10:30. That's not, that wasn't the plan. So, was going to go down to the post office and pick up a few things that I expect might have arrived. I'm suspicious that Apollo's little terrarium and miniature thing that he's sent might have arrived, and I think it's quite likely that Mike's new brush has arrived as well. So I think I've got 2 things waiting at the post office for me. I don't know, because I haven't had an email, but none of them are like recorded or tracked. Either way, I think that is on the card. So today I will go and get that. But the window for picking it up in the afternoon from the post office isn't as good as the window in the morning, really. But I missed that today. If I'd have woken up at 8, I'd have gotten down there. If I'd have woken up even at 9 o'clock, even 20 minutes earlier than I did. But my body, I guess, was like, ah, yeah, cool. Let's sleep for fucking 11 hours or 10 hours or some stupid shit like that. Like it needs it. Honestly, I don't think it does. It would love me to believe that it does, but I don't. I am not convinced. So that'll be fine. Right. So yeah, inconclusive. Depends on what you guys think. Let me know. Let me know what you think. Maybe we'll make some changes. Maybe not. I'm one way or another, as usual, as always, really open to change. Change is the only constant in live chat. It's worth resisting some of it, but only so much that one person can do. I want that gone, don't I? There's a little hair there. Isn't there? That's a thing. Yeah. Great, that came off easier than I expected. It's left a little paint shell, hasn't it, I think? It's fine. Yeah. I don't know about this music. I'm kind of half ignoring it, admittedly, because I have a podcast in my ear that I'm kind of half listening to as well. Just catching up on stuff, really. Cool, that's better. Cool. Okay, that's not how I wanted that to go on there. Okay, don't be like that, all the rest of them. Okay, shit, alright, fine. This is probably my paint more than anything, isn't it? Yeah, probably. It's been sat on the palette for a few days, maybe either that or these are actually just a little bit, I don't know, greasy or something. Just using black to mark these out, and then we'll use non-oil on the sort of like arms that lead up to them, and do a little blend of pink to kind of black. A little over there, but could be leaving the edges pink because they are sort of like pink, purple, and ultimately are highlighted. Most of them go quite kind of like neutral greys, but this sort of transition from purples to pinks to sort of greys, I think, light greys. Got most of that. Right, let's get the pinks out. Use those to get that up. One more break. I'm going to go and grab some popcorn.
does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, and if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to see, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah. Yeah, I've discussed it with myself, and I'm disgusted with the way we're told to have a certain face, a certain weight, because we aren't pixels on a screen. No, we're human, we breathe. Every single thing we see curated, it's overrated. These expectations, they keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, and if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to think, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah.
I got loads of shit I gotta go and get on with. Loads of stuff. I don't think we're gonna run the full stream today, especially being this chat is like really quiet today as well compared to the last 4 days. I've exhausted at like conversation thievery. But I appreciate it when people say they're heading off and they've got to go and do work and stuff like that after engaging in a conversation. If you can't continue it, then say why, you know? Like, as opposed to like, say, well, what the fuck, Mark? Were you sitting on your hands? But you've like, you conversation thieved me earlier. Like, I was going to ask how the streaming schedule has gone for you this week. I spent quite a long time replying to that, and just nothing left to say. Nothing to say, just sitting on your hands. Go fuck yourself, Mark, you fucking piece of work. Honestly, seriously. Go fuck yourself, dude. Go take yourself somewhere and go fuck yourself. Fucking piece of work. Sit on your fucking hands. Yeah, I'm gonna ban you, bro. Yeah, I'm fucking done dealing with you. I'm fucking done dealing with you, dude. How do I do it? How do I do it? Oh, what a fucking horrible picture that you've got on your fucking YouTube. What the fuck, dude? What is wrong with you? A fucking animal. Fucking, I don't want to see that image in here either. It's disgusting, bro. That image. You're a fucking disgrace. You're a disgrace. Get the fuck out of here. Go find somewhere else to hang out. You child. You fucking child. Being like that. Like after, like quite rightly. And you said yesterday, quite right, fair enough, the things you called me out for. And now you're coming in here acting like a spoilt child. Like you're being told off for unfair reasons or something like that, and then you're gonna like fucking conversation thief me when we literally talked about this on the stream on Twitch yesterday. Go fuck yourself, Mark UK Painting, you fucking absolute piece of work. You fucking piece of shit. Disgrace. Should have done that a long time ago. Don't deserve the help that you've had with your painting from me. Don't deserve me helping you with your missus, convincing her to get you a new 3D print. You don't deserve any of that shit, bro. Stop acting like such a child. Vindictive, pathetic. I'm fucking glad you can't respond. Yeah, Mark's been yeeted from YouTube. I don't even know if he'll be able to watch the content, which is, as far as I'm concerned, with the way that he's been behaving, is the appropriate response. What a dickhead. Man, what a dickhead. Wow. Like, to literally in the fucking YouTube yesterday be like, fair enough, no, you're right to bring those things up. And then to come in here with having changed his image to some horrible thing of someone having stitched their lips together, and then deliberately conversation thieve me, ask a question, then just disappear, and then this next thing is like, I'm sitting on my hands because that's what you told me to do. No, no one told you to do that, Mark, and you know that that's not what anyone told you to do. In fact, it was very specifically not what was said yesterday. Turning it into something it's not because you're just a pathetic child. You can't take reality. Well, I mean, like, the context is that Mark did exactly what I was having a go at paints for doing yesterday. I asked him, what you're up to, what's your day looking like. He told me about Christina and going to the workshop, and then the next thing he's like, I was going to ask how this went and if you would change your times, and I spent like 5-10 minutes responding and he just didn't fucking say anything. So he's being a conversation thief, yeah. And like, the thing is, let's face it, Mark has just been he's a wind-up merchant. He's a wind-up merchant that basically, like, gets as much wind-up out of me as he possibly can until I'm telling him to go fuck himself. And then he's like, oh, here's 50 quid for me being a cunt. I know I don't subscribe most of the time and all this other shit. And I know you've given me really good painting advice to the point at which I've gone from 4K prints no longer even being worth my time, but I'm still gonna fuck you about and dick you about in your stream chat. He's just a dick. He's just a dick. He's just a fucking dickhead. Just fucking kicking him and all of his fucking different shit out of my servers, unmodding him from Twitch. I'm just sick of time wasting wankers. I'm sick of people behaving like they can just be dickheads to everyone. Like, what the fuck? I've given him nothing but fucking good advice and is just a cunt. Man, what the fuck? Yeah, it's really not. It's really fucking not. I'm so done with his shit. Like, for him to, like, ask me a question and then be like, oh, I'm sitting on my hands because you told me not to speak. No one told you not to speak, Mark. Everyone told you to just stop with the fucking dumb fucking wordplay that no one appreciates. Like, and it is shit on the internet and damages my fucking channel every time he does it. And he's like, oh, no, I get it. Literally, yesterday, he's like, nah, I get it. I get what you're saying. And then today, he's like, I'm going to be a little petulant child. Great. Good job, Mark. Really impressive, mate. Really impressive. Like, who have you impressed? No one. It's not, man. It's not worth the money. It's not worth any of it. It's just not worth it. And I've just had enough of it. And that is what he's done in chat today is just a perfect example of why, I should just, if people sort of behave and portray themselves as a certain way, I should take them as that way and just act on it in the first instance. Because I've let it go on for far too long. So right, it's no longer a mod on Twitch. He's been kicked from the Discord. I've banned him on YouTube. He can't interact in chat. I'm not going to listen to any of his apologies. I don't need them. I've got other shit to get on with. I'm done with these time-wasting, energy-fucking sapping wankers. Treat this place like a fucking... I don't know, just like a place to be a complete dickhead. I should have fucking spotted his stupid icon and that he was going to be a fucking child about it. He's changed he's literally like gone to change his YouTube icon after yesterday to be like, oh, I'm someone who's not allowed to speak, after literally admitting and accepting that what I was saying was a fair cop. what a piece of fucking work. Wow. I wonder if he's associated with that other thing that's been trying to affect this channel and its growth. I wonder if he's mates with certain people. It wouldn't surprise me, honestly, at this point. Just fuck people like that. Dickhead. Sorry that you all had to see that, chat, but like, I think anybody who's been paying attention to chat over the last couple of days is going to appreciate where I'm coming from at the end of the day. Like, you know, it's, you know what I'm thinking? I think really, the thing that really I want to maybe do is just like put all of my fucking stuff behind a paywall now. Just make it so that people like Mark can't take advantage of like the generous offerings of painting advice that I come here and effectively end up giving away for free at a constant fucking loss. I just don't have people, I don't have like fucking pay pigs over in America who work for the government who are like willing to fucking siphon money out and send it to me like some people do. I don't have like a fucking dodgy corporation that's like, you know, giving me a job to do you know what I mean? Like, fuck this shit. This fucking community doesn't even deserve, like, good people in it at this point. People like Mark making me fucking fucking salty. Shithead Mark. Want it to be a crossband, let Mike knows he's on that server too. Yeah, man, do it. Fuck. Like, he just goes around pissing everyone off. I've rarely been in a stream where, like, he doesn't go in and say something that fucking furrows the brow of the streamer that he's, you know, and really, like, with a name, it's just, oh, fuck Mark. You know, fuck Mark. He's just a dickhead. Clearly. Not many people who go around behaving like he does. Like, come into a stream of like talking about my life struggle and how things are a bit of a challenge, and he's like, fucking love my life where I love my life where my wife pays for everything that I do and I just sit on my fucking arse all day. Oh, it's been really hard today. I had to do a single thing at my parents' house that I'm going to get to sell and make loads of money off of. Like, fuck off, Mark. For the benefit of you both, I'll have you. I'm so fucking done with this shit. I'm so done with like fakers and fucking time wasters. Like, Mark was literally willing to say one thing and then the next day turn around on it and just be a complete cunt. Wow, man, I can't. I'm so glad I've finally done that. I've finally banned him from the server. I'm so glad I've finally fucking done it. I should have just stuck with my guns a year ago. I think we'd probably have grown as a channel if I hadn't had to deal with Mark for the last 2 years. I think this channel would be in a lot better state than it is. The fuck? Sorry about that. Fucking hell. That should have been done ages ago. It should have been done ages ago. He's been banned before, and I should have just left it. I should have just kept him on, and it's like he's played the long shithead game, like the long heel game of like keeping himself in for long enough for trust to be built up to get to the point where he could then do what he's done this morning and say what he said there. Fuck people like that. If you've got like an horrible manipulative piece of shit in your life, get him out, chat. Get rid of him. You don't need him. Your life's better off without horrible, manipulative, greedy, fucking selfish shits like Mark. I'll let him know just a forewarning. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I better message Jimmy as well. Dickhead. Fucking what an absolute piece of work to come in and say that today. After what was said yesterday, like I'd forget. Like I'd forget. Of all people, me, like I'd forget. Fuck off, Mark, you fucking piece of shit. Oh, he'll be, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, yeah, whatever, mate. Yeah. We've heard this kind of crocodile tears before. Unbelievable, man. Oh, no, it's good for the soul. Yeah, man, he knows that's unacceptable. He's always pushed his luck. It's always been his thing. I'll leave it to his missus to deal with. I don't think he's got many friends in real life. I think he's a very, very, very lonely and pathetic guy. Fucking arsehole. It's just so pathetic. I'm just struck by the patheticness of it. You know, it's like we can literally go back to yesterday's YouTube stream and see him own what I'm saying and go, yeah, fair. And then we've got this on record on a YouTube. This is here forever. So we have a permanent record of Mark being just a pathetic child. This is a man who's like 50 years old. Or older. I don't know how fucking old he is, but he's like in his 50s. And he's going around on the internet behaving like this. It's fucking hell. So glad I clicked that fucking yeet button. Yeet forever. Just fucking unbelievable. Like, it's codependency for a start. Like, that's the kind of behaviour that he's sort of displaying. Like, extreme codependency. Where it's like, he's got to sort of have a reaction out of someone. Or it's you know, or he's not happy. He's not satisfied. It's shit healery. It's you know, it's like acting the fucking egg. Acting the chick. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, I didn't think. Fuck off. Yes, you did. You're 50 fucking years old or older. Think then if you can't, and if you can't, fuck off. Fuck off to places where people don't think. Because this is a thinking person's channel. Okay, it's a thinking person's fucking mini painting channel and place to hang out. It's not fucking energy vampires. Which is what Mark's been. He's been a fucking energy vampire. He just needs the reaction out of someone. Needs to sort of fuck off, Mark. Grow a fucking pair. Twitch not showing. Have a cigarette. Okay, at least we got a record of it. We literally have a record of it. If anyone's like, why would you do that to Mark? We could go, look, here we go. And here you go. These are the reasons. They are completely and utterly not only justifiable, but perfectly recorded. So, I can't believe I've wasted my time. I can't believe, like, I should fucking eat them ages ago. That kind of behaviour, you know, it's not, he doesn't fucking deserve the painting advice that he's gotten off me. What is Jimmy doing? Oh dear. derailed the painting completely, but that'll be for the last time, I guess. Last time for Mark to derail me and my painting or anything. I don't have to deal with his stupid comments, his meaningless, nonsensical comments. I don't have to put up with his 60-year-old references that no one on the internet gets anymore. I don't have to put up with his sarky, shit-eating fucking attitude. Great. It's a win-win. A win-win. Finish my coffee. Oh shit, man. One second. Right, we'll get back to painting this in a second. Oh dear. Well, I think we'll be way better off now without having to deal with that. It never has been worth the like the 250 quids over the 2 years of fucking torment that I've had to deal with from Mark and his fucking just shit comments and like confusing the fuck out of me. It's never ever come close to fucking being worth it. And I've sort of said as much to him in the past as well, in private conversations in voice chat. I've been honest with him. I told him the whole time, but he's just, yeah, I mean, you know, eventually people reveal themselves to be who they really are. I guess ultimately, that's really like, and that is always true. That always comes to be true. It always comes out in the wash. So. Yeah, and no appeal made, no apology, no nothing through DMs. So it's obviously something that he's sort of planned since yesterday after being embarrassed in chat. Which, you know what, like, he embarrassed himself. So, not my problem. I don't know about going this heavy on this right now. Yeah. Let's go back to using the Emperor's Children and build up around the edges a little bit from the purple. Hold on, I'm meant to be picking up just the Emperor's Children. Come on. Yeah, no, I've expended enough energy on that shit, for sure. For the entirety of the existence of the stream. There's no need to spend any more energy on it now. Move on from having to ever deal with Mark. So, and his pathetic bullshit. Childish behaviour. Shit. Yeah, I think it was probably also the comments made about painty paints as well yesterday, because I think Mark's quite a fan of painty paints. He sort of tried to promote him in my channel and tried to get us to raid through to him a few times. So he's probably somewhere where he gets a lot of time still, and my comments on that kind of conversation thievery is clearly what he's modelled his sort of attack this morning on. You know, oh, that really pisses Mancat off. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll do that on the live stream. I'll change my fucking thing so I got horrible lip stitched up pictures on my profile. It's just, oh my god, imagine like having that much spare time that you want, that in order to like try and make an impact on someone's stream, that you go to those efforts of like creating as much of a stink as Mark has created. Weird, really fucking weird behaviour. Cheers, dude. Has this been working? So can't see too often, like the height. Cool. Yeah, I mean, trying to actually find I was just mixing a little bit of the lilac from Reaper in just now to kind of find like a nice paint to a nice sort of like mix or colour to transition up into the Emperor's Children and then into Fulgrim Pink for them. Just finding like the right kind of value level to come in with it, basically. But yeah, good. I'm glad you like them, man. So I'm just going to mix a little bit of this. What is it again? Is it this one? Yeah, Mystic Purple in with the Emperor's Children. Sort of produces the right pink purple. Yeah, so should be able to, with this, just hit it with the side of the brush all over, in theory. So don't go into a recess. And then I should be able to pick up Emperor's Children and do the same, just a little bit less aggressively. Cool. Better. Mixing a little bit of Emperor's Children in with Fulgrim Pink now. Try and be more careful with these now. good. I feel good about it. It needs to be done. I can't deal with that kind of fucking energy vampirism. Like, that's what I'm going to call it. It's just energy vampirism. Just like desperately trying to get a rise and reaction out of someone. Imagine having so much of a fucking relaxed life that you can actually like waste your time doing that. Just upsetting and winding people up. Imagine being that much of a fucking loser. I just can't imagine it. I'm trying to, but like, because we've literally just had to experience it for fucking 2 years or more. Oh shit, is it? In case it needs confirming, those some flipping strong pink shades. Lay, cheers, dude. Cheers, dude. Hopefully it turns out alright. Hopefully. We will finish at the at our usual time today. I've got loads of stuff I've got to get done. Insane amount of stuff, really. Yeah, in case you missed it, Matt, we've yeeted Mark. We've yeeted Mark from the server, from YouTube. He's no longer a mod on Twitch. If needs be, I'll ban him in the Twitch chat. I'm just not going to put up with bullshit anymore. I'm absolutely at the end of my tether with like people making fucking dumb comments and like deliberately trying to wind me up. And Mark we have now, because this is a YouTube record, a permanent record of Mark's bullshit. And I'm never turning back on the decision to yeet him. He's done as far as Beyond the Box Art, the Mini Mad Cat, interacting with me is concerned. Yeah. He's skirted very close to that for far too long. He's gotten away with it for far too long. I should have stuck with my initial decisions multiple times to get rid of him. So no more really dumb comments where I'm like, what the fuck? Make me second guess what my audience is here for, you know, like, are they here to wind me up? No, it was just Mark. It was just Mark who was really there for that, mostly. Like, no one else was really ever doing that. It was just Mark creating that atmosphere and pissing me off. Should have kicked him ages ago. So there you go. Everyone needs to sort of be aware of it, because with that kind of childish behaviour that's happened today, it won't be the last we hear of him. He'll probably start like messaging people and making a real fuss out of it. He's sort of displayed that kind of capacity for you know, pettiness and childishness. So.
Okay, so this is actually looking close to where I'd probably be happy to leave it for these pink highlights so that we can move on to the next thing, as it were, which is the gold highlights. Ba ba da 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 da. Mixing the Emperor's Children and foreground pink. It's coming together, these pink highlights now, which is good. Still all of the edges. Or we go up a value. Too much. Is that going to be too much? I feel like that is too much, to be fair. Maybe the angle's better on these other bits. Yeah, no, okay, so I just need to come in with a slightly lower value first tonight. Cool. Yeah, that's going to need knocking down, that one, isn't it? Big time. I like how Nurgle Matt, like, I've just occurred to me with this occurrence with Mark and the way that he's sort of like a bit of an energy vampire, and like that whole talking about like conversation, what do we call it, conversation thieves? But like Nurgle Matt is like super chill because he never does that. That's why he kind of like makes statements and kind of says hey, and like avoids all of that potential bullshit by just being positive and saying very little. And I appreciate it. It's taken me a long time to appreciate that, as much as I'm starting to appreciate that now. You know, there's no drive from what he said there to sort of get me to like keep saying anything. It's just a nice, positive, wholesome, kind thing to say. I like that kind of shit. I appreciate that kind of shit. And I've probably not exclaimed that in the past enough, and I just want to make that point now that I really appreciate that. That, you know, there's never any conversation thievery that goes on there, really. Not hard to use your words, but some people it's like really, really hard. Yeah. Yeah, so it's really difficult, yeah. Oh, man. It's like I'm like telling myself, I'm like trying not to beat myself up over it, but like I should not give a fuck when Mark has literally like gone to the efforts he's gone to since yesterday's stream to like change his fucking YouTube avatar to like someone with their lips stitched up. It's very deliberate, it's very intentional, and I should not at all feel bad about it. It's like, oh, this will really piss Mad Cat off. Yeah, fuck off out my stream then if that's your whole thing. So it's frustrating that, you know, it takes a long time to figure these things out with the internet. Yeah, no, it was clearly, and this, you know, again, it is a channel for people who, you know how to or want to use their words properly. It's not a place for what Mark's been doing, where it's just like stupid, dumb, fucking deliberately dumb fucking things. Acting the fucking egg. I'm done with people acting the egg. If you're acting the chick, you're acting the egg. I'll just call you out for it and say you should know better. And I don't give a fuck if what people think about that shit. At this point, people should know better. To fix that bit there a little bit. A bit of guff on the end of the brush should take away.
Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history. Yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history. Yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for
Cool. I think I'm kind of happy with that. I think I want to put the gold on now and see where we're at. Because the gold will obviously help to make all of this look a lot more complete right now. So, it's fucking gold.